Turner's travels coming from Paraguay, a little known country in the heart of South America. Most people in England would associate Paraguay with one word: football. And the guidebook written by Brad is the only standalone guidebook published outside of Paraguay. And when it's the only one, and Lonely Planet haven't done one, I beg to think, why not? And the reason is, the cover says, often overlooked by visitors to South America. I don't know if it's overlooked. People might not want to come here. It says Paraguay is unspoiled and waiting to be discovered. It's only waiting to be discovered because compared to many other countries, even in South America, there is not a lot to see. So travelers are going to go somewhere else. Like Turner's travels came from the phenomenal destinations last year of Tibet and Nepal. I'm here in Paraguay because I wanted to visit the 20th Spanish-speaking country in the world, which leaves me only with Equatorial Guinea to visit to say I've been to them all. I wanted to practice my Spanish, and I've been hitchhiking around Paraguay, and this guidebook doesn't mention how easy it is to hitchhike. It's very easy when I wave the Union Jack because people dispel their fears and give me a lift. And I am at the main attraction in the country, and there's hardly been any other visitor here all day long. This is a UNESCO, United Nations Cultural Centre. Like we went to the ones that were highly clustered in the Kathmandu Valley, this one is the Mission of Trinidad. It was one of the later missions that was built, and it came from an idea of paradise as featured in the film The Mission. The Jesuit priests from Spain, Portugal, Italy and the Franciscans came here, and they encouraged the nomadic, semi-nomadic Guarani Indians to settle in these settlements. And originally they were built of adobe and wood, but this one was built later during the era of the missions, or the reducciones, which was the process of bringing people into the established settlements. And this one, because it was a later one, built in the early 1700s, is built of stone, so we've got a lot of remains. And at the height of its population, this settlement housed 5,000 Guarani, and they had 25,000 cattle, and they had to kill 30 head of cattle at a time to give everybody a beefsteak meal. The centers of excellence were 30 pueblos, 30 towns spread through Paraguay, Argentina and Brazil. And the Guarani were converted to Roman Catholicism. They were taught to sing, they had choirs, they became artists and students, and the priests were able to record the Guarani language. But as the film The Mission faithfully shows us, the missions were annihilated because the slave traders from Sao Paulo saw thousands of Guarani as an utter waste of slave potential, and they tried to debunk the human qualities. And in the film we rightfully see a boy or two singing, and the slave trader is saying, you can teach a monkey tricks. So the talents of the Guarani were rubbished, and eventually the Jesuits were disbanded and sent back to Europe, and the missions disappeared. They were a sense of being paradise on earth. And here is the lost paradise. This is the top attraction in Paraguay, and it gives this fairly unknown country a great sense of tourist and historical identity. And Turner's Travels has the great privilege of coming from here. Gracias, he terminado.